Hello and welcome to the Wheel of Ologies. I'm very sorry about that. Something went wrong with our sound, and it's really important that you hear what's going on in the studio and hear the rules about what we're going to be doing today in this fabulous game show that you can play along with against our panel of revered academics in the studio here. So I hope everybody can hear us now. Don't laugh. Man, oh man. I hope everyone can hear us now, and I hope that rerunning this and getting it all started is a worthwhile use of a few minutes. But I'm going to introduce you to Liz Marr, because Liz is going to be our quiz master for the evening, and she's going to be doing all the hard work. So all I have to do is spin the Wheel of Ologies and try and keep the scores.
Okay, welcome everybody, and thank you, Karen, for offering to spin the wheel and keep the scores. I would like to introduce the two teams of revered academics, and I'm going to go to the team on my left first of all, and ask their captain to introduce himself and the team name, and to ask his colleagues to introduce themselves.
Okay. The team name is the Vesuvians, after Mount Vesuvius. It's a volcano. Hazel here is a prof of volcanology, which is why I chose it, and because I climbed it this summer along with millions of other people, and it's very cool. I'm a prof of English Lit, so most of the time the things that turn me on are not volcanoes, they're poems. So over to Hazel.
What am I supposed to say? Volcanoes do it for me every time over poems.
Same thing. So.
I'm Sam, and I work in the AU library, and this is where I admit to not being a librarian. Maybe that's something I need to change, but there we go. So I may not be that much help to you this evening. And I've been told we're not allowed to use the library to reference.
We can't
It's
use the
sad.
library,
It's sad.
we don't have access to Google, unlike
How
our
will we
audience
survive?
at home. So, and on my right hand side we have...
We have Les Miserables, which is a Les Miserables and very lame team name, which was foisted upon us. We had our own great suggestions, but we never got able to carry them forward. But anyway, here we are, Les Miserables. And I'm Monica Grady, team captain, and I'm Professor of Planetary and Space Sciences here at the Open University, based in Walton Hall. And of course, I will look to the stars and the planets to enlighten us and to shed knowledge on my teams. On my right, we have...
I'm Jess Hughes, I'm lecturer in classical studies, and last time I was playing a quiz, I was the quiz master, so I'm really relieved to just be on the team this time. But, yeah.
And Cadmiel.
And I'm Cadmiel Messick. I'm a lecturer in environmental sciences, and I played Trivial Pursuits when I was a kid, so maybe that'll help.
Very good.
So we're really, really well qualified here.
Okay, and one thing I forgot to do was to ask the teams to sound their buzzers, so you can do it together in unison. Go. Okay, so whenever you think you have the right answer, you must sound your buzzer, and then I will ask you to present your answers. Before we do that, I want to welcome HJ on the social media desk, who's going to be liaising with Team Home. And
well, I've lost my desk, so it's just... But I feel more cosy here, which is good. So I think us and Team Home are going to be battling out against the studio teams, and we always do so well because we're just that smart and never test Google at this time. But Julia asks if she's allowed to give the studio teams tips, but I think she's being too kind because because we're going to use our knowledge to beat the studio teams, not to help them. So sorry.
unless the tip is lose the hat or
Yeah. Any suggestions like that, I will pass them on.
Yes, please.
Okay, so in future I have to refer to it as the social beanbag. The social media beanbag.
Yes.
Okay. Right, so the rules of the game then. This is a general knowledge quiz, and there are 6 categories, and we choose the category by spinning the wheel behind me, the Wheel of Ologies. And at home, you will see the question, and in the studio, I'll be reading it out. You will vote at home by selecting the right answer. And when you've selected it, you can see what all the other people at home have voted or have thought, as well, or, have got right as well. So the ologies are epistemology, which is the nature, sources and limits of knowledge. Pantology, no, it's not what you think. It's has a view of all branches of human knowledge. Agnotology, which is human ignorance. I didn't know that. There you go.
No applause.
Zoology, the study of animals. Etymology, the study of words and their origins. And ninjology, which is obviously the study of ninjas, and an opportunity to give random bonus points and ask bizarre questions. So I'll read the question, and the first team who press their buzzer and hold up their answer will earn 1 point at this stage of the game for a correct answer. And if they're not correct, the other team can have a go. Okay? The answer is either A, B, C or D. Okay? Karen's going to try and keep the scores. I think that's everything I need to explain. So, good luck to everybody, and Karen, please spin the wheel.
Zoology.
Zoology. Okay. For your first question, what do you call an infant whale? Is it A, a cub, B, a calf? Oh, I think Les Miserables got there first.
I really hope that's right.
And the answer, Les Miserables, is
B.
B is. I'm just checking.
You have to say it so let's hold it up. Is it a calf?
It is. So, does anybody know roughly how long a newborn calf is?
Too long.
Too long.
No, I think.
No.
Depends on
Sorry?
the species.
Yes, it
Depends on
must
the
be.
species.
Oh, don't be difficult. 7.5 metres. It says here.
Different.
So,
Blue whales?
wow. Well,
Red whales?
a baby blue whale drinks about how much?
In
Couple
what
of-
time, period of time? Of
In a
what?
day.
A couple of bottles of gin and
At least 1 bottle of Prosecco.
At least 1 bottle of Prosecco, 2 bottles of gin, and 225 litres of its mother's milk. That's quite a lot.
that is a lot.
Okay.
It is.
So, do we know how people have gone on at home with that one?
Well, we're doing very well. If you see the widgets, there's like it combines all our votes together, so there's a lot of good teamwork happening here. And yeah, very strong for B, so doing well as normal. Amy points out that we said no Google, but no mention of Bing. So
Can I ask a question?
You may ask a question.
Right,
Team
can you spin
captain.
the wheel and I'll ask the question? No, just joking. I mean, we jumped in straight away when we got the right answer, so we've no idea what C and D were. Should we wait until you've read out all the options, or can we just jump in?
No, I think
Jump in.
jump in. I think jump in. Yes, if
were
you want
C
to
and
know
D?
what the other options were. Not
Unless we'll make you give an answer if you do that.
yeah. So the other options were fry or squab.
Right.
So a fry is a fish and a squab is a baby what?
Pigeon.
Well done.
Oh, very good. Can we have a point for
Point,
that?
please.
No.
You're in charge, Liz. Don't look at me.
That's pretty impressive knowledge.
Yeah.
When your boss is sitting at the end of the table, you give her another point.
Kowtow to her. Don't kowtow to her.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and a point, but I will.
Yay.
So, as tradition of quiz shows, I will seek to correct that later. Okay, quick spin of the wheel, thanks, Karen.
Oh, pantology.
Pantology, okay. What trousers? No.
What grey rocks.
In which book is there an inn called Admiral Benbow?
Oh, sorry.
Go on then, Monica. What's your answer?
Treasure Island.
Is it A, B, C or D?
Sorry. Well, it's because I'm wearing my Admiral's hat.
Would you like to hazard a guess as to which one is likely to be?
You've got a 25% chance. You did first, so you do have to
You might
answer.
as well have a go.
C. It's C.
Unfortunately, no. It is. Yeah, it is in fact C. Treasure Island. You could have chosen from Lord of the Rings, Gulliver's Travels and Peter Pan. But Treasure Island it was, and that was a very lucky guess. I think that rights any wrong from the previous round, really. How about people at home, HJ? Did they get that one right? Well, no, they wouldn't be able to, would they?
No, they did get it. Julia said she liked that book, so that's good. I've terrible with reading certain books, so I answered wrong, so I probably pulled us a little down on that one. But overall, I think we got C quite nicely.
Okay, good, excellent.
Good. It's just as well the options are shown on the widget for people at home, isn't it? Otherwise, they'd stand no chance.
Okay, shall we move on, Karen, please? A spin of the wheel.
Oh, etymology.
Etymology. Okie dokie. Right. Your question then. Quicksilver is the alternative name of which element? Is it A, magnesium, B, manganese, C, mercury, and your answer is C, mercury. Very good. And for an extra point, you can guess what the other one was on here.
Magnesium. Magnesium.
No.
Magnesium.
No, I've never heard of it. That's why I asked.
Mendelevium.
Say that again.
Mendelevium.
No. It begins with M, funnily enough.
Milk.
It's
Molybdenum.
molybdenum, yeah. So, sorry.
Point.
Point for what?
Telling
got
you it was
that.
molybdenum.
You didn't know after I said it.
No, actually, she did say
Oh, did she say it?
You said M.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say it? Oh,
But
I'm
it's all right.
sorry.
It was
We'll
on
relinquish
side.
our, moral
No.
high ground there.
We need
Where's the
everything.
No, we
score?
don't know.
No, it's 2-3. I think, to be fair, Hazel did say that. And,
Okay, in
and
that
the
case, they
confusion
can
and
get the point.
excitement of us
Yes,
all.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
apologise. What about what about at home, HJ? How's Team Home doing?
Very well. I didn't try and answer that one because just nope. But some people a bit no good general knowledge either. But that's why we're using our collective knowledge here. So that works kind of well. So I'm probably being a bit of a lightweight on this. But no, they're doing well. Just
Okay.
not me.
All right then, Karen, spin the wheel, please.
Etymology again.
Okay, etymology again. Right. What does Machu Picchu translate to in English? Is it A, hidden temple, B, high settlement, C, old peak, or D, stone village?
B.
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 I'm afraid that's wrong. Would
When you
Lays...
said B, what
what you actually meant was...
What we meant was A.
Yes, well, I'm going to let the other team have a go.
Could we have the options again, please?
No.
It's A, hidden temple, B, high settlement, C, old peak, or D, stone village.
We believe it's C.
You're getting good with your guesses on letter C, aren't you? Yes. Oh, it was a yes, okay. A well-informed decision. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, I can give you an extra point if anybody can tell me. Well, it's height above sea level, either in metres or feet. I don't mind which. To the nearest 100.
1700.
Are we having an ABC or D on this?
It's quite high.
I've got
Still quite high.
1789 on my right. Any offers on my left?
What was it?
Higher or
Sorry?
lower?
I'm telling you, you have to.
Greasy bonus.
No, it's how high it is above sea level, either in feet or meters. I'm assuming that was in meters.
What's a foot?
What's a foot? Good
I
question.
bet you can ask the audience at home, Liz, and they'll know.
Yeah, because they'll have looked it up on Team Home.
What did you guys say?
What did they say?
1789.
1789.
Yes.
Good year.
I'm not too sure they did
Storming of the
quite
Bastille?
get this one at home because we seem to be evenly split. There's no one straight ahead, but Sylvia said she tends to take educated guesses on these things, but I just take guesses. And I think Lee says almost 25, 25, 25. So, quarter of a way there. You guessed one of them.
So you've got a figure to put. You can give me a figure in meters, whichever's the nearest.
3,000.
Julia thinks it's 3,500.
Unfortunately, fortunately for you guys, Les Miserables were the nearest. It's actually 2,430. Have I got my maths right?
Is that to the top of the top building there, or to the top of the geology?
Would you like to?
Time wasted.
Right, no, I'm moving us on.
Libby got that right at home, Liz, but she did say that she cheated and looked it up. So another point for this.
Yes, another point for the Miserables.
Up the game.
Come along, the
Yeah.
Vesuvians are going to have to up
Can we
their
have some
game a
easier
bit.
questions, please?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're just warming
yeah,
up.
why not?
Yeah, why not? Okay.
Right, let's spin. Not again. Not again. Oh, epistemology.
Epistemology. Okay. Right. Well, you want an easy question. What's your name? No. Sorry. Question 1. Okay. According to Greek mythology, who was the first woman? Was it A. Electra, B. Helen, C. Medea, or D. Pandora?
Who was that?
Oh, I'm afraid.
I think our bell's quieter than this.
Well, you'll just have to hit it harder.
Actually, we got another one with bells as well.
Oh, we can.
I think you should maybe use the other bell
Okay.
in future. And you're both right, and I'm going to give you a point each.
Well done.
Okay, so I think that was fair because I do think that buzzer's a little bit slower. So I suggest you use the other one. Do you just want to sound the other one, Richard? So okay, right. So why was Pandora created? Anybody know?
For a box.
A punishment.
Very good,
Yeah.
Jess.
Do you know what her name means?
All gifts.
All gifts. And what was left in the box, Liz?
Hope.
Very good.
I knew that.
You're saying
Just
this in
enough.
quite a threatening way when you know the answers to all of
Sorry.
this.
Okay, all
I'm
wonderful.
just reversing the power relation.
Yeah.
How did it go at home? HA? Team
They
home?
got it.
They
D.
got it. Good,
Yeah.
good.
We're all classicists here at home.
Are there some A330 students out there?
I don't know. Tell us, if you're A330 students, we want to know.
That's Greek and Roman myth. I would in trouble if I didn't get that one right.
It's the best course, isn't it?
Plug, yeah.
Okay,
Right, let's have another
spinning
go.
again. How are the scores looking?
Not again. Oh,
Oh, good.
agnotology. Let's have a go.
Let's have one of those. Excellent. Okay. Oh, I do like a nice trick question. And this,
Now you've spoilt it.
and this isn't
It's
one.
not a trick question.
And this isn't one.
What a shame.
Yes.
Okay. So, what kind of fruit are Jaffa cakes made from? Is it A, clementine, B, apricot, C, orange, or D, peach? Go for it. Yeah,
We're going with C.
I'm afraid it's not. Told you it was a
Berry
trick
used-
question. I don't care what
oranges.
Mary Berry uses.
Oh,
Well, you should do.
That's not Clementine. What was the other one?
Apricot.
Apricot. More peaches.
Jaffa cakes.
There's probably no fruit in those things.
Please, we must have an
Come on,
answer.
we'll have to, please, can we have an answer as soon as possible?
Well, shall we just A?
I'm afraid that's not right either. Not a bad guess, it's actually apricots.
What A's for?
Yes, well, under normal circumstances, yes, Monica, but in this particular case, B is for apricots.
Obviously.
So, in fact, the orange jam at the heart of the 8th most popular biscuit in Britain is actually apricot pulp, sugar, and a squirt of tangerine oil. So there you go.
We do know that they are defined as biscuits and not cakes, don't we?
We do. And why is that, Monica?
It's
vaguely
some sort
recall
of
it's something to do with
EU
tax or
legislation, isn't it? Or tax, or
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Cakes.
No,
Not
they're biscuits.
They're biscuits.
There's been a long discussion about this in the student hub, and it's something to do with whether they got VAT and whether they get harder or softer, something like this.
I think it was the VAT, not the hard or soft.
Yeah, when a biscuit is, it's something to do with when a biscuit is stale, it goes hard, and when a cake.
No, it's the other way around.
The other way around. When one is stale, it goes hard, and the other goes soft, and that's how you categorically define these things, apparently.
Okay, how
You
did
check with bakers at home.
Oh,
Check with
they're all
bakers at home.
I think we got that quite well. I'm slightly hungry again because Sophie's downstairs and she says she's got all the brownies and flapjacks down there. But Lee got that right. He guessed right, and he actually hates them. So I wonder how he knew that.
It's because he hates them.
We made them on Bake Off the other week, and they some of them look really good. And it was Cake Week, or was it Biscuit Week?
Or the biscuits cake. Or at home, everyone's
That's
just
a
worried
good
about
point,
whether to eat
actually,
them from
Monica.
the outside in or the inside out.
I'm afraid I just
Which is another
in my
thing
mouth.
altogether.
Quick, spin the wheel.
Etymology.
Right. Etymology. Yes, I know Jeremy Paxman's faster than this, but he doesn't have the same technology to deal with. Okay. Sinology is the study of what? Is it A, China, B, criminals? I do think that you did get there first, I'm afraid.
I just want to say that although I'm holding up the letters, I am getting, people telling me the answer from the side.
And so the answer is,
A,
which is?
study of China.
Indeed.
And this is China, the language, not ceramics.
Yes, correct.
Well
Well done.
Right, Lakers and Ramblers are in the lead with 7. The Vesuvians have 3. How's Team Home doing? And are they still talking about whether or not you should dunk Jaffa cakes or not?
All Hollywood does.
Depends on whether they're stale or not.
Yeah.
And just having a look at the results, I think Amy and Libby are probably politics students because they got that straight away. Mandy just says pass, which I have done for most of these questions, but I think this is the only question I've got. But I think some people did struggle. But let me know if you're doing politics. If you did the international relations course, that's like the first thing that you see and learn. But yeah, I think we're doing well.
I quite like the options in here, though. I like the fact that the study of criminals was put in as a definition of sinology. Yeah. So, okay, let's move on. Because we need...
We must move on. At home, everyone wants questions on ninjology, so let's see if I can spin the wheel for one of those. Watch me now.
Oh, that's amazing. That's incredible. Oh dear. And it's and it's got an incredible question to go with it. So, in which country was the Eurovision Song Contest held in May 2015? Was it A, the Netherlands, B, Austria, C, Monaco, or D, Sweden?
Oh dear, we should know this.
Okay, Vesuvians.
C.
C, Monaco, I'm afraid not. Les Miserables,
Austria.
Yeah, I think it was Austria.
What letter?
Somehow.
What letter?
Was that B?
Yes, it was in
was
fact
trying
B,
to say.
Austria.
Yeah, Yes, because
It was-
previously it was
Conchita Wurst.
Conchita Wurst, yeah.
Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
yes, yes.
Yeah, that was the 60th competition apparently. So they know that at home, HJ.
Yeah, quite easily. Caitlin says Eurovision is the best thing about Europe. Robert's posted us the. I think Caitlin may be a politics student with that statement. I'm not too sure. But Robert's posted us the ingredients of Jaffa cake, so we can see all the weird and wonderful things there. Actually, no. Let's have a look. There's a lot of. The amount of ingredients in these concern me. That's all I can say.
If there's orange juice in any of them, we need a point.
Yes. Come on, HJ.
Just
yes.
because
Find
I
your-
excuse me.
Let's have a quick look if.
I think there's the
No,
the
Liz
kind
is
of
the quizmaster.
I'm the quizmaster. I am the quizmaster. I have control of this quiz.
That's exactly right, Liz. And what's written down on that paper is the rules, isn't
Yes, it is the rules. And in any case, it didn't ask what they made Jaffa cakes out of. It was asked what Jaffa cakes were made of.
Can I come back to the much more important question of the Eurovision Song Contest?
Monica, indeed.
If we do, press the button on Article 50, is it true that we will have to leave the Eurovision Song Contest as well?
Well, Australia.
Well, that might be one benefit.
Australia.
So we have to stay.
As well, isn't it?
Yeah. But so we will be able to stay in the Eurovision Song
I think
Contest.
we have to.
Leave the EU. Well, that's all right then.
That's the main
because
thing, isn't it?
because somebody
As long
has
as
to
that
prop
point's
up.
sorted.
Yeah.
It's the law.
Somebody has to prop up all the other contestants by coming bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you for that.
Right.
I'm worried about these scores. Come on, Vesuvians. Yeah.
Right. Epistemology. We've only got 10 minutes left, so let's
Oh dear,
crank
we're
it
going to
up.
have to do something about this then. So, what is the earliest known writing system in the world? Is it cuneiform script A? That was definitely A. Vesuvians. Yes, it was definitely A. Cuneiform
Well
script.
done,
Well done.
Oh, well
That was
Should we throw something at them?
Throw something at Monica. Jess was nice.
I think we've got some oranges somewhere.
I'm sorry, I'm not having anything thrown in my quiz.
Fair enough.
Mess up our beautiful studio.
Have we got anything to throw?
No.
Look,
Yeah, we have missiles.
Paper planes.
we gave them to us.
Let's behave, please. Okay, quickly. They're catching up now.
I've done that, yeah. 4, 8. Okay, let's go. Agnotology.
Great.
I knew we shouldn't have given the quiz contestants colouring in things, Liz.
So, what did millions of viewers see live on TV for the first time over the Christmas holidays in 1968? Was it A, The Dark Side of the Moon, B, The Queen's Christmas message, C, An Interracial Kiss, or D, University Challenge?
A. The Dark Side of the Moon.
And that's correct. Well done, well done. So, I was surprised that took you quite so long, actually.
Therefore, they should lose a point.
Well,
I wanted to give the Vesuvians a chance.
Can I get a bonus for saying when the record, The Dark Side of the Moon, came out?
well, you can try, but actually, as I've
1973.
absolutely no idea.
We'll be able to confirm he's right.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I think just
Actually,
the fact you
people at
first
home
did his
could do that.
record.
Well, I was thinking of the vinyl, wasn't I? So
Okay. I think I'll allow that. Definitely.
A point, is it?
Yes, a point.
At least a point.
It
Ask
doesn't
the
matter.
audience at home, they'll tell us really
Yes.
quickly.
Yeah, someone can check it.
They'll
Can
verify
they check
this.
it at home? What year was The Dark Side of the Moon
Did he actually
released?
say it?
Yeah,
What year
73.
was
Yeah, it did. 1973. Yeah.
And can I get a point for saying it was by Pink Floyd?
Your nose is Pink Floyd.
If anybody has to,
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Go on then.
Oh, you didn't ask me to. You just said.
So pedantic. Meanwhile, everyone at home is still interested in Europe, and there's a
I can do
distinction
the
between
lot.
Europe and
Mason?
the EU.
I think they're still on Jaffa
Gilmore.
cakes, actually.
Yeah, that too.
Mason, Gilmore, Waters.
Yeah.
Right. And you should get a real bonus for the original founder of Pink Floyd. Sid Barrett.
Oh.
You see, I just know that we've got Mason, Gilmore, and Wright in our school, and
Have
we
you?
have Nigel Mason,
Oh,
Ian
right.
Wright, and Ian Gilmore, and we've been trying to get them together to form some sort of band.
I think Team Home may be wondering about that. I think we need to get some photographs up of those particular academics from the team and see if
They
Team
will
Home
look rather like Pink Floyd.
Well, we've had
Yeah, some of them.
now as opposed to then. Yeah.
our audience does tell us that Dark Side of the Moon was 1973, I believe.
Okay.
Well, we're going to 75, didn't
No,
you?
he
I
said
said
73.
Don't
you don't
try that.
Excuse
Nice
me.
try.
1st of March, indeed. Aren't our
Which
audience
was
good
the
and
Pink
helpful?
Floyd album in 1975?
Excuse me, I would just like to stop this before another brick goes in the wall.
We've got applause, but where's the booze?
That was very good.
Quick, real. What are we? Oh, a zoology at last.
Zoology question, yes.
Okay. In which continent did the ostrich originate? Was it A, Africa, B... It was, in fact, A, Africa.
Double points.
I think I should be getting bonuses for getting science questions right. There has been an awful, as on University Challenge, an awful preponderance of science questions.
Oh,
I can barely count. So knowing that ostriches come from Africa.
I knew that sinology was the study of
That's
China.
true. That's true. Damn.
I'll give you I'll give a bonus point for anybody who can tell me what speed ostriches can maintain for long periods of
Usain
time.
Boltish.
About
Kilometres or miles?
40 kilometres an hour.
For how long? How long can they maintain?
Yeah, for how long?
For long periods of time.
Oh.
What
Well, it's
speed?
not very quantified, is it?
How long's a piece of string?
Yeah, so.
I thought you didn't want scientific questions.
She does.
Not sure it's
Go
very
on.
scientific,
Go
actually.
on, give us a...
Well, I'll go faster than that. I'll say, what did you say, 40? Well, I think long-legged ones can go 60, you reckon?
Yeah.
Let's say 50 then.
50. 50?
He was 48-year-old wrong.
Closer.
It's only when I let you know 60 was wrong. No, I'm sorry, I can't give additional points for that. But what I am going to do for the next round is I'm going to give double points for correct answers. So,
Good, we've got 7 minutes left for questions.
okay, well, let's go then.
Agnotology.
Agnotology. Here we go. Okay, this is great. In fact, I only read about it recently. So, what is the only official sport that George W. Bush participated in whilst at college and is one of the most dangerous sports according to the American Medical Association? Is it A, hockey, B, cheerleading, C, lacrosse, or D, football? I'm afraid it's not lacrosse, no. What made you say lacrosse?
Sam said.
It's my fault.
What else would he do?
All the best team captains.
Yes.
That was shameless.
All mine.
Hockey, yeah.
Soccer hockey?
No, it wasn't hockey either, actually.
B.
It was, in fact, B. but you did get another go, so I'm only going to give 1 point for that.
Can I question if cheerleading is a sport?
Not
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
a really good. That's a really good.
Now you
question.
Yes, I don't think cheerleading is a sport, so
No.
I don't think you should get a point for that.
According to the notes on my card, cheerleading was the only official sporting activity that Bush got credit for whilst at college.
A sporting activity. So that's a bit
And they
broader.
fudged that just so he had a sporting activity.
The
I wonder,
image-
I wonder where he held his pom-poms.
I was going to say the image of him with his pom-poms
And
is
a
not a
skirt.
pleasant one.
Did Team Home get that one, HJ?
I think we're getting a bit. No, we thought it was lacrosse. Sorry, we're getting a bit distracted. But
You know, still discussing Jaffa cake recipes.
no, well, I don't know how we got on it, but we're starting to discuss going to like Comic Con and Hobbit Con and what we're going to all cosplay as. So that might be me pulling that one in. But yeah, so we're getting a bit distracted. But
Right, come on,
no, we
focus,
think we're-
focus.
yeah, okay.
Focus.
Mind you, I would add, we're still easily beating the studio teams, I think. So.
Can you define easily?
Quantify.
I tell them not to get distracted, but I think we're getting quite distracted.
Right,
We've
come on.
only got 5 minutes of questions, and we've got 9 and 7. So
Come on then.
it's getting close.
It's still double points.
Double
But
points.
if you answer it the first time, not the second
Okay.
time. That looks like a zoology to me. Okay. Which animal did Florence Nightingale often carry in her pocket? Was it A, a kitten, B, a puppy, C, an owl, or D, a snake?
It's got to be a kitten.
No, it hasn't got to be a kitten.
I don't know, it's the next one. That was a snake.
What was
No,
Yeah, you had them repeated.
we didn't.
You did.
We didn't.
You so
we
did.
didn't. We so didn't.
Oh, I've got
We so
elephantine
didn't.
memory.
But it wasn't a double points question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well it was
That was a
A, kitten, B, puppy, C, owl, D, snake.
Well, you couldn't put those in your pocket and go and tend
Go on
to
then.
people. You could put a snake
I
in
don't know. No, I don't know. No, I've been,
Sam
no,
thinks.
Sam thought wrong.
Well, obviously, I mean, you know, it was C.
It was B.
B. Come on, come on.
It was C.
It was B.
It was C.
I just want to know now.
It was all and none. HJ, did they get it right at home? Do you know?
No, we don't. We're sensible here. We've got it right. I think a lot of people just wanted it to be kitten just because that's quite cute. But Amy says owl because night, right? But I think Lee also said I have no idea about this one, but he guessed owl because he just really wants it to be because that would be adorable too. So
Yeah.
So why did she keep an owl in her pocket?
She kept an owl in her pocket because in Athens, Greece in 1850, you did ask, a tiny owlet fell from its nest and into the hands of wicked children. The tiny bird was spotted by a young woman, Florence Nightingale.
Did you just say splatters?
Spotted. Spotted, not splattered, no. So she
Fell over with it in your pocket.
That's why
She kept it in her pocket all that time.
Wikipedia entry for this goes on and on and on and on and on. So just leave that.
We guessed C second time round for our guess, so I think we should get a point for that.
You were just holding them all up. Come on. Not. Oh, just give everybody a point.
Should we give everyone a point?
Yeah.
I must point out, no animals were hurt or splattered during the making of this programme.
Right, I'm going for this next question. I think, how much longer have we got?
About 4 minutes.
4 minutes, okay. So I'm going to give 5 points, and it's five or nothing. So no good coming to me with the second time round. If both sides get it wrong, you get nothing. Okay. So. Agnotology.
They're all as bad as each other, these categories. I don't know why.
I think there's just one random box.
Yeah, there's no category or distinction, really.
I've got them under headings here. So, which new invention did the German national football team have at the Football World Cup in 1954? No other team had it, and some say it gave the Germans an unfair advantage. Was it A, goalkeeping gloves? Was it B, sweatbands? Was it C, shin pads? Or D, removable studs?
No idea.
Question. Those
This is
people.
for 5 points.
Less quizzibles. This is for 5 points. No, it wasn't. It's
D.
D it was. Indeed, D. Removable.
Can I just say that the other advantage the Germans had was being good at football?
Ooh,
Fighting thought.
indeed. Team home, AJ?
Well, I'm not too sure on this one because sport, but Heather agrees with me and goes, ugh, football. So I share that sentiment. But,
Hang on a minute. When I was asked to take part in this quiz, I said I would only do it if there were no questions about football or soaps.
That was about technology.
Yes, it's about clothing.
Fair point.
Good, right.
Right,
Quickly
moving on.
This
Last
is our
one.
last question, Liz. This is the decider.
This is
because
the
we have
decider,
10
is
and
it?
13.
Okay, so this one is got to be worth 4 points, right?
4 points, a decrease, right.
Oh,
Gotta be
fancy
done.
that. Fancy that. Okay. Ninjology, right.
The ninjology questions have been a bit elusive.
Listen.
Which Oscar-winning film is based on the trials and tribulations of Harold Abraham and Eric Liddell? A. The Accused, B. Bob's Birthday, C. Chariots of Fire.
But you was have another
The
question.
time.
That was equal.
I never heard
Can
your
I do
buzzer.
ninjology?
I did.
It definitely
it did go.
does.
I
Did anyone
did.
get that at home?
yeah, we got C, Chariots of Fire, so a lot of movie buffs here. So
That's too
yeah,
easy.
doing well.
No, that one's too easy as well. Well, we go. No, the next question's too easy, Karen.
Again?
Yeah, the ninjology one. Go
Alright.
for another one.
Okay. There.
A bit of epistemology, why not?
A more sensible option.
I think this one's a bit easy as well. So, which 51-mile waterway opened to traffic in August 1914? Was it the Manchester Ship Canal, the Panama Canal, the St Lawrence Seaway, or the Suez Canal? It was indeed the
Yes,
Okay, well, I think that's all we've got time for. So it remains to me to congratulate the winning team. And
You don't have
on-
to take your
It
hat
was a
off.
pleasure.
I'm just going to
Pleasure.
sulk
It got
now.
better as it went on.
but I would,
It
I would like.
I'll graciously accept your complete capitulation.
Yes, congratulations, Vesuvian. You know, if you want to cheat your way to winning.
We couldn't have done it without you.
So, thank you to both our teams for being fantastically good sports, and thank you for Team Home for joining in. HJ, did they beat us?
Well, I think we can say we did. You know,
Yeah, we can say we did, yeah.
I think we can say it. I'm sure there'll be a lot of argument whether we did or not. But no, we had good fun, and we're all going to Comic Con now and cosplaying, so that's good. So something came out of this productive.
And later somebody will tell me what those are.
Excellent. Well, that was a brilliant quiz. Thank you both for playing. And our captains are coming back tomorrow night again for a rerun. So, Monica, there is hope. And I think that was the only football-ish related question. I categorically say I'll go through those later. Anyway, thank you very, very much. That was an absolutely fantastic quiz. I hope you enjoyed it at home. We're going to have a short break now. Grab yourself a Jaffa cake, a cup of tea, but no cereal. We're off that now, I think. And glad to see that you're all arranging this trip to Comic-Con. That sounds fabulous indeed. I hope you all have your Student Hub Live logos there to meet up. And we'll be back very soon. I'm going to have a chat with Hazel about how she investigates volcanoes and what that's all about. So I hope you'll join me in about 5 minutes, and we'll be back very soon.